This album explores themes of depression, self-harm, suicidal thoughts, addiction, and emotional isolation. Listener discretion is advised. If you or someone you know is struggling, please reach out. You are not alone, and your life matters. Crisis support is available 24/7 by calling or texting 988.
Crack in the floor, phone face down, let it ring, I can't fake anymore. They say it gets better, yeah, but never say when. I'm trapped in this body that keeps dragging me in. I drown in their air, everyone breathing like it's easy out there. I'm screaming in silence till my lungs tear. Darkness consumes and nobody cares. I drown in their I drown in their red eyes from a war I only fight at night. Four walls, learning every shadow by sight. You posted good mornings while I stare at the fan. If pain had a password, you still never understood. You don't see it, you don't feel it, I'm right here, disappearing piece by piece by piece. You don't hear it, every thought hits concrete. If I'm gone tomorrow, would you finally read the script? Hey, swim in the dark where the hope don't reach. Tied in my chest, got a hold on me. Smile for the pic, then I fold low key. Every like on the post just goes on me. Tell me breathe deep when the air tastes poison. Tell me stay strong while my pulse keeps voicing. Every beat say quit, every blink say quit. If I'm just too much, then I'm done with it. I drown in their air, everyone breathing like it's easy out there. I'm screaming in silence till my lungs tear. Darkness consumes and nobody cares. I drown in their air. I drown in their the ceiling, tiny maps of the parts that are peeling. You say call me, then you silence the phone. I draw lines just to know I'm not stone. There's a stain on the carpet you step over every time. Say you never saw it, but you walk through all the signs. I'm bleeding in the bright light. You used to say you can't see, screaming in a straight line. You call it just anxiety. If I carved it on my skin, would you read between the scars? I'm a siren in the black tide, drowning right beside your heart. Bathroom mirror, fog hides half my face. I write help, then the words erase. You talk loud about weekend plans. I hide bandages under folded hands. Every joke is armor, every laugh a stitched up seam. You say I'm so put together, I'm unraveling at the sleeve. I'm bleeding in the bright light. You still say you can't see, screaming in a straight line. You call it just anxiety. If I carved it on my skin, would you read between the scars? I'm a siren in the black tide, drowning right beside your heart. If I disappear tomorrow, would you notice? If I finally hit the bottom, would you fall? You'd say, why didn't you tell me? I've been writing it on every wall. I'm bleeding in the bright light. You still say you can't see, screaming in a straight line. You call it just anxiety. If I carved it on my skin, would you read between the scars? I'm a siren in the black tide, drowning right beside your heart. I keep count of the cracks in the ceiling. One day soon, they'll know what I was feeling. Room full of shadows, clock blinking red like an open wound. Phone face down on the carpet, messages typed, never sent. ceiling, my breath counting cracks in the paint. I mouth your name to the plaster, even the walls look away. No one hears my cries for help, so I'm sinking where the sunlight melts. If this is the last time that I call, will you notice when the echo falls? Oh, you can. No one hears my cry for help. I am folding into my own hell. If I disappear into this night, would you miss me when I'm out of sight? Out of sight. Out of sight. Pills lined up like soldiers, marching to the edge of my palm. Water glass waits on the nightstand, quiet as a loaded gun. I roll my heart on the mirror, stain drifting over my name. One swipe of your careless sleeve and I'm gone like it never was there. No one hears my cries for help, so I'm sinking where the sunlight melts. If this is the last time that I call, will you notice when the echo falls? You can. No one hears my cries for help. I am folding into my own hell. If I disappear into this night, would you miss me when I'm out of I'm holding on to the edge of a breath, half in this room, half in your silence. If I let go, would it matter at all? Or am I already a ghost in your phone? I begged in whispers. I begged in whispers. I burned my fingers on your indifference. I wrote my lifeline in shaking lines. You never read them. You never tried. No one hears my cries for help, so I'm screaming as the sky turns red. If this is the last time that I call, will you notice when the echo falls? And no one hears my cries for help. I am slipping through the cracks I felt. If I disappear into this night, would you miss me when I'm out of sight? Out of sight. Out of mind. Out of mind. Room full of shadows, clock blinking red on the floor. I close my eyes for a moment, hoping you'll open the door. a cracked screen phone at 3 a.m. Your name in red, unanswered. Blue light burning holes in my head. You say you're so overwhelmed, but you still find time for every meal. my shaking hands, ask how close I am to brink. Candles burn too fast, black wax on the bathroom floor. You say my name so soft, like you've never used it before. I've got glass veins cutting through my skin. Every little crave is a needle dragging in. I keep praying for a purge, for a fire in my blood, but the high becomes a dirge, and it's drowning every flood. Oh, these glass veins. Bite marks on my tongue where I swallowed every plea. All the pretty little lies that the powder sold to me. Mirrors turn to walls so I can't watch myself fade. I sew my sleeves with charms like they'll cure the mess I made. I've got glass veins cutting through my skin. Every little crave is a needle dragging in. I keep praying for a purge, for a fire in my blood, but the high becomes a dirge, and it's drowning every flood. Oh, these glass veins. Would you love me if I shake through the night? If I sweat through the sheets, choking on the light? Hold my breath when the phantom storms begin. Name every scar till I choose to breathe again. I've got glass veins cracking from your touch. Every shattered urge doesn't own me quite as much. You keep praying I converge on a life that doesn't cut. Let the poison lose its words as we wash it from my blood. These glass veins. Please don't let me Piano on the floorboards, dust in every key. Cellos in the corners, crying quietly. Walls again, breathing in my face. Every thought notes on the nightstand. 3 a.m. again. Phone light like a warning, but I let it fade, my friend. I drew the exit on my skin. Thought the darkness was my twin. Every scar a quiet hymn, saying you don't get to win. But I'm still here, breath by breath, shaking hands, unlacing death. If I can stay one more night, maybe you can hold the cold tile on my bare feet, razor in the sink, counting cracks in the ceiling, just to stop the urge to think your name in my voicemail. I'm okay, just tired. Every word a loose nail in the door I almost wired. I drew the exit on my skin. Thought the darkness was my twin. Every scar a quiet hymn, saying you don't get to win. But I'm still here, breath by breath, shaking hands, unlacing death. If I can stay one more night, maybe you can hold the If you're staring at the water, if you're standing on the chair, if the mirror only shows you every reason not to care, call my ghost, call a stranger, call the number on the wall. Let the hurt be loud and ugly, just don't answer when it calls again. We drew the exit on our skin. Thought the darkness was our twin. Every scar a quiet hymn, but it doesn't have to end. We are still here, breath by breath, shaking hands, unlacing death. If we can stay one more night, maybe we can choose the light. I screamed, I cried, quiet room, loud mind staring at the ceiling, cracks like they might answer back this time. I begged those glowing screens, typed out every broken piece, blue ticks, dead air, guess they had somewhere to be. So I let the razor write the words on my skin, every line a little louder than them. If they won't listen to the voice in my head, maybe they'll read the letters written in red. I let the razor write the words on my skin, spelling out the ache I'm living in. If they won't hear me, can't repeat. Bathroom, light too bright, hand shaking, still I try. Tracing all the things I swallowed in a language made of lines. Help me, hold me, see me, all the phrases they deleted. Now my arms keep every message that my mouth never completed. So I let the razor write the words on my skin, every line a little louder than them. If they won't listen to the voice in my head, maybe they'll read the letters written in red. I let the razor write the words on my skin, spelling out the ache I'm living in. If they won't hear me when I'm trying to speak, then they can watch me bleed the things I can't repeat. But the mirror asks, is this all you are? Ink of hurt and haunted scars. If I'm a page I can be turned, not just marked by every burn. Maybe someday softer hands will trace these lines, will understand. Read the story under each thin mark, and hold the boy behind the art. My skin, but I'm so tired of the ending it spins. If you can hear me through the noise in my head, help me find new letters not written in red. I let the razor write the words on my skin, just to say I can't keep this in. If you can see me, if you're out there at all, teach my hands to write a world where I don't have to fall. Midnight whispers through the hall, faded pictures on the wall. I hear your footsteps in the dark, echoes where you left your heart. You wore silence like a shield, every wound you never healed. I was sleeping through the night while you stayed awake and fought the light. I never saw the cracks beneath your skin, never felt the storm you held within. Now I see you in the shadows, all the tears you never showed, every broken dream you buried just to give me something whole. I was blind to all your battles, to the nights you stood alone. Now your pain is all I carry in these memories of midnight. Memorize, oh, coffee cups and tired eyes, hidden truths behind your smile. You made warmth out of the cold, turned your fear into my home. Every I'm okay you said was a war inside your head. I was young, I didn't know love could hurt this deep below. You gave everything you had to give, and somehow taught my heart to live. Now I see you in the shadows, held your hands through every silence. I don't understand. You were breaking just to make me strong. I hear your voice now in every song. Now I feel you in the silence, every scar you tried to hide, all the love you wrapped around me while you slowly died inside. I was blind, but now I'm waking to the truth I couldn't see. All your pain became the person standing here as me. Memories of midnight. Midnight fades into the dawn, but your ghost still lingers on. Every breath, every fight lives in me. Memories of midnight.